Hey everyone, so if you're wondering why news and media has been replaced by reading the Democratic establishment talking points word for word, like with everyone talking about how it's James Comey and it's the Russians why Hillary lost and it's Jill Stein, repeating this Democratic establishment talking points is my job. If you wonder why that is what the job description of journalism now, this video of Mika Brzezinski will kind of explain something.
All this other stuff.
I was concerned the campaign was not understanding that perhaps there was an arrogance. They needed to sort of get up their high horse and understand that this isn't over. I'll just say it. NBC got a call from the...
So she's talking about back in May, Mika Brzezinski, for once, said something that wasn't total establishment horseshit. And there was an email about it, and it was released in the DNC emails, and it was super fun to read about, because it's about our favorite, non-corrupt at all, gal, Debbie Wasserman Schultz. And this is an email from Debbie Wasserman Schultz. Read, MSNBC's Brzezinski, Wasserman Schultz should step down. Democratic primary has been unfair to Sanders. And from Debbie Wasserman Schultz, I think we need to speak with both of them. I've been talking to Phil, meaning Phill Griffon, the CEO of MSNBC. I've been talking to Phil about this since our breakfast. Debbie Wasserman Schultz. So, Debbie Wasserman Schultz was having a talk over breakfast about how Mika Brzezinski and Morning Joe are going too much against the Democratic establishment. So why would the leader of a media company that's supposed to take down the establishment and muckrake be having meetings with the embodiment of the establishment, Debbie Wasserman Schultz? Why would Phill Griffon have a meeting with Debbie Wasserman Schultz? Why would someone who's a CEO with Comcast have a meeting with Debbie Wasserman Schultz? Why? Why would they do it? If you can't see, it's because Comcast is Debbie Wasserman Schultz's number one contributor. They're all in the big fucking club. The Comcast Club. Comcast is the corporation that brings you your media. That same corporation wants the TPP and all this other bullshit, and that's why the news is fucking fake. That's why the mainstream news is fake. Not online news, mainstream news is fucking fake. That's why, okay? And Mika Brzezinski just admitted it right there. She said, I was talking about how the campaign is too arrogant and that they could still lose to Sanders, and MSNBC got a call. Phill Griffon is in contact with the Democratic establishment. So you can't go out there and say that, hey, there's problems with this primary and Bernie Sanders still has a chance. Being pro-Bernie is a mortal sin among the Democrats because Bernie Sanders actually stands for the working people and Comcast stands against the working people. That's why they want to pass TPP, which would outsource jobs to poor people overseas, which would hurt those poor people and hurt the poor people here. That's all Comcast gives a fuck about, is hurting poor people so they can like squeeze more money out of them and just help their greedy fucking selves. That is the money train that Debbie Wasserman Schultz and Phill Griffon are part of. And it's just cool that there's a short little video clip of it now, because so many times the Democratic scandals are so much harder to get eyes on because you have to read through documents like, oh, let's go to opensecrets.com. Debbie Wasserman Schultz, number one donor is Comcast. Let's scroll through a trillion WikiLeaks to try to find one with an actually salacious title like this. And then read that. And so it's so hard to catch the Democrats in a lie. So that's why they'll go out there and bullshit and be like, do you have any specific facts that show I'm corrupt? Yes, I do. Yes, I fucking do, Debbie. And plus there's the fact that you stepped down. That you did step down because of your corruption. So pre your stepping down, you were emailing your cronies about how people are saying I should step down. People are saying the primary's been unfair to Sanders. It really reminds me of like the Bloods or the Crips. If they were to send emails to each other about, hey man, the police have been saying we've been selling crack. They've been saying that we murdering people who talk about how we sell crack. This is a problem. We're gonna have to talk to the people we got on the inside. We gotta talk to the guards we've bribed in the prisons. All the people we got on the inside. I don't know why the Crips are now Italian mobsters, but you see the point. Debbie Wasserman Schultz is a criminal. She's a fucking criminal, and this is how criminals talk about their crimes. They don't say, hey, Mika Brzezinski said this, and then go on to say, that's just total bullshit. We need to counter this narrative that people think that I've rigged the primary because I totally haven't. She's like, we need to speak to both of them. They're gonna have to have a visit from the family, you capiche me? I'm Debbie Wasserman fucking Schultz, bitch. I fucking bash your nuts in with a spiked baseball bat, you hear? Fucking Debbie Wasserman Schultz, bitch. Mika, thank you for admitting this on video, even though you're an establishment piece of shit. Mika Brzezinski is not, don't get me wrong, as like I'm defending Mika Brzezinski here. This is one of the only things that she's ever said that's correct, and then she was immediately pounced on by the Democratic establishment, which kind of shows, why do you think it is that there are no good shows on MSNBC? I'm serious. Try to name one non-shilling, non-establishment show on MSNBC that's actually news and actually good. I literally can't think of one news show on MSNBC. Morning Joe, establishment bullshit. I'm the Democrat and I'm a Republican, but we always agree. You better agree with me, Mika. And so that's Morning Joe summed up. And then there's Chris Hayes. I guess he's written some good articles, but he's an establishment shill. Chris Hayes, I would categorize him as establishment shit. Chris Matthews, not even having the discussion. Establishment power whore piece of shit that whoever's in power, he will suck their cock. Chris Matthews literally said that it's okay that Trump is fascist. He's like, Trump's fascist, but it's good. I'm not getting into that can of worms, but the fact that he's talking about fascism in a good way. Chris Matthews, out the fucking window. Rachel Maddow, all she does is just blame Jill Stein for the election 24/7. Hi, I'm Rachel Maddow, and this is the Jill Stein's Fault Watch. We're going to talk about today another way in which everything is Jill Stein's fault. We're going to blame the people who have no power rather than the people who do have power. I'm Rachel Maddow. I'm a liberal. So I really cannot think of any good shows on MSNBC, and I'm really trying right now. What's a good? There was Ed Schultz, but what happened to Ed Schultz? Ed Schultz was talking a little bit too loudly about the TPP that MSNBC probably got email or Comcast probably sent down a message down the chain of command like, hey, muzzle Ed Schultz. We don't want him talking about the TPP, and he's actually doing news. We can't have news on this network. So Ed Schultz, gone. Now on YouTube. Subscribe to Ed Schultz because he's not on a major network anymore. So it's not by accident that there's not news on MSNBC. It's on purpose that it's not news. It's establishment propaganda shilling. And it was just admitted right here in a video of Mika Brzezinski saying, I said things, I criticized the Democrats, MSNBC got a call. You criticize the Democrats, MSNBC is going to get a call telling you to fucking stop. Telling Phill Griffon to put a muzzle on you from Deborah Wasserman Schultz. Because it's not just one company, it's not just Comcast, it's not just MSNBC or CNN, it's a big fucking cabal. It's a big fucking power money cabal. All right, let's watch this video again, showing how corrupt our system is.
Listen, when I was concerned, the campaign was not understanding that perhaps there was an arrogance that needed to sort of get up their high horse and understand that this isn't over. I'll just say it. NBC got a call from the campaign. Like I had done something that was journalistically inappropriate or something and needed to be pulled off the air. I mean, think about that. Yeah. That's just... That's distributing the wrong messenger.
By the way, Mika, there were also people surrounding the campaign that tried to tell the campaign it was in trouble. Those people were shut out.
And here we are.
And here we are.
Here we are with the fucking loser Democrats. TYT does loser Donald. How about loser fucking Democrats? Even establishment shills like Mika Brzezinski telling them that, hey, you're going the wrong way. You don't have this on lock. Bernie Sanders could come back. Trump could win. And also you're corrupt. Hey, that's the truth. So shut the fuck up. You're not part of the establishment club anymore. If you say one more true thing, you're out of the establishment club. Say one more true thing, Mika. You're kicked out. Or we might find you that you fell down on a knife 27 times in a row. Or that a barbell fell on your neck. God. Say something, say the truth that W. Wasserman Schultz rigged the primary and that it was unfair. And you're getting taken down. Your boss is getting a call. Your boss is getting a call. You're not towing the establishment line. So it's not fake to say that there's a big cabal that controls this country. People that are pragmatic, like Ben Makowitz and Michael Schur, the two pieces of shit, the shittiest pieces of shit on TYT, would probably say, well, there's no evidence that there's actual direct corruption. You know, it's just they all have similar interests. You know, the media and the Democratic establishment just have similar interests, so that's why their views line up. No, they talk about it. I've been talking to Phil about this since we had breakfast last week. That we've been criticizing Hillary too much. W. Wasserman Schultz has breakfast with Phill Griffon and talks about how the media is shitting on Hillary too much. Ben Makowitz, Michael Schur, you Hillary shills, all the Hillary shills everywhere that are still kicking after you got killed, slaughtered by someone who has the lowest approval rating of all time. Slaughtered. Still kicking Michael Schur, still acting as if nothing is wrong with Hillary. There's nothing in the emails. There's nothing in the emails. Hillary didn't actually email all the emails. It's just people on her campaign, so don't pay attention. I'm Michael Schur. I'm Michael Schur, so don't pay attention to the WikiLeaks. Don't pay attention to the WikiLeaks. Where did that get you, Michael? Ben Makowitz, Michael Schur. Where the fuck did not paying attention to the WikiLeaks get you? It got you the Donald Trump presidency. That's what it fucking got you. You motherfuckers. So once again, I told you so. That the primary was rigged. That the establishment controls everything. That the whole fucking system is corrupt. The whole system is controlled by the rich donors, including Comcast, including W. Wasserman Schultz. They're literally criminals like the mob or the Crips or the Bloods talking about their crimes. Like, hey man, they might be onto the fact we selling crack. They might be onto the fact that the primary was unfair. And saying that W. Wasserman Schultz should step down. Comment on the video. Like the video. I'm just fucking pissed, man. I'm pissed. I need to stop because I'm about to go to work. I need to be a little bit calmer. But I'm fucking pissed. Share the video. Subscribe to Omar Peoples. If you're not subscribed to Omar Peoples, then you are a piece of fucking shit. And you should kill yourself. That is all I have to say for right now. Goodbye.